Yo, what's going on? And welcome back to some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. And today we are continuing to use the branded Elfnote deck. We're going back into ranked. We're now more than halfway through the month, so hopefully it'll start to get a little bit easier for us. We tried this deck list. Well, we're going to change a few things up, but we tried this deck list in the World Championship qualifier. And now I just want to play with it a bit, try and optimize, see what we can do a little bit better, talk about some ideas, and we can keep working on stuff until we make the deck as good as we think we can get it. So let's start with the extra deck because that's what's making the deck illegal at the moment. I was talking to someone in the comments about Silvera. I do really like the idea of Silvera. The problem with Silvera is that it's only summonable off of Duel, right? And then, like, Diabel's only activatable once per turn. So we gotta choose between RS and Silvera. And I do think they brought up a good point that Silvera has some matchups where it's really good, right? You could potentially just shut down an entire Cool Tune turn with Silvera and, like, various other things like K9 and stuff like that. But I feel like in a lot of those situations, you're probably going to win anyways, right? So is it really worth putting 2 extra deck slots for essentially like a choice that you're making on their turn? And it really only works if you're going first. Doesn't really work if you're going second. Like, it's going to be really hard to make Diabel and then actually activate Diabel if you're going second. I feel like you're probably making other things instead. So as much as I like the card, I'm probably not going to play it today, but maybe we'll play it later on. I still haven't, like, actually had a use for SP yet, and we haven't had a chance to summon Dragite yet. So these are kind of the two that would be on the chopping block in my mind. But anyways, that's the extra deck. If we have any more ideas, be sure to let me know. So far, I haven't seen a whole lot of innovation in the Elfnote extra deck. Just kind of ends up looking pretty similar to this, except not a whole lot of people are playing Diabel and RS. And not a whole lot of people are playing Dragite, but it's probably a little bit more common with White Albets. But a lot of people are playing SP, and I still don't really see what exactly they're using it for. So now, today, I wanted to try throwing in 3 Imperm. Something that I noticed that a lot of Elfnote, branded Elfnote players are only playing 2 Fallen and the Virtuous. And I kind of agree with this. You don't really want to have 2 in your hand, especially if you're going second, and definitely not probably not if you're going first either. But also, you're just going to be searching this card most of the time. That you're going to have an opportunity to use it with Albion or possibly with Dogma. So is it that important to run 3? Probably not. So I think it makes sense that people are mostly running it at 2. And I think that's what we're going to try today. And we're trying to make room for triple Imperm. So what else are we going to drop? I think we're going to drop 1 Bell for today. I know I crafted the 3rd one last time. And I do kind of like the 3 Bell. But we're just giving it a try today, so we're dropping 1 Bell. And then the last thing, as much as I love Bestials, I think they're fun. I think that they have a lot of unique interactions, and I think they can force people to make mistakes and stuff. I think we are going to take out Magnemut for today and just see if triple Imperm is better. So that leaves us with the same amount of starters, and we've just changed out essentially a going second card and 2 hand traps for 3 hand traps, right? So slightly more hand trap power. One thing that I was also considering changing is maybe running 2 Welcome Home and then 2 Theorealize instead. But after thinking about it for a while, I was like, is there really a purpose to that? Or would we rather just have like a solid starter with Theorealize? Because we're always searching Welcome Home anyways. So I came to the conclusion that maybe I only want to run 1 Welcome Home, but that might be incorrect. It's just a little bit weird because yes, Welcome Home can be a starter, but also it can be an extender that you're almost always using in your combo anyways. So it's not, in my mind, it's not that great to start with it because of that reason. but it could still be useful starting. So those are kind of all the things that I was thinking about. But this is the deck list. It's got a lot of hand traps. Hopefully we could just like scare people into submission if we have to go second. And other than that, this deck does set up pretty good turn ones. As we were seeing, we can have like a Diabel, probably with a Dark Dragon, and then probably Baron. And I think one time we even had Chaos Angel with both effects active. So that's pretty scary to begin with. But we can also have like a Dragster on the field, and we'll have obviously the trap card to negate something as well, and then potential for like an Albaz play as interruptions, and then maybe some hand traps to go on top of all that. So that's the deck. We're going to go ahead and save that, and we'll hop into ranked. We've been struggling a little bit in ranked so far. I'm hoping that maybe with more hand traps and it being a little bit later in the month, we can start to actually see some better results. Strong start. This does happen a lot, though. We've had to do this before, so now we kind of know what to do. Like, we don't have an Elfnote play, right? So we're going to go ahead, go White Dragon, so the problem with this play, obviously, we're locked into 8s, right? So now we can't really make plays with our Elfnotes, because Elfnotes can really only make 7s and 10s just straight up. They can make 8s later on, but they can't just go straight into 8s. So what I'm doing right now is I'm setting up for Regina Tribute Summon. And I'm just going to pull... Could I have done the Albaz? I guess it doesn't matter because we're tributing it either way. So we're Tribute Summoning Regina because Regina does activate on Tribute Summon. And so now we have the weird thing where we're going to do an awkward Elfnote combo. I think we want to summon everything in defense. But we can't, we're not going for Power Patron, right? Because it's just not usable. But we do have a Synchro Monster, right? Because we got the Dark Dragon coming back. So that means that we can safely set up the trap card and actually be able to use it. And this is what I did last time we ran into this play where we had to use White Dragon immediately and couldn't really do anything else. We set up all this stuff, which is not that bad. We got all the Elfnotes. And we got Fallen and the Virtuous. You can summon from the hand, right? Yes, you could summon from the hand. So it'd be fine to bring the Ecclesia back to hand. But it also doesn't matter whether or not it ends up in hand. So the unfortunate thing is, other than that, we have 2 hand trapped. So maybe we want to go straight into Fallen of Albaz and use the Ecclesia as the discard. Do we want to negate this? Which effect did you pick? Draw 2. We can negate this, right? I just feel like it's such a powerful effect that we have to negate this. They don't really set anything face up, so we can do this. Max C before he draws Ash, that's probably a good idea. Called by. We could bell this. So he's telling us he really doesn't want this to be negated. So we're gonna go ahead, bell that. But if we negate this, we don't have to max C yet, right? I'm thinking that they might have something that can trigger based on... Oh, he's just out of there. Okay. So we still have, obviously, Tinia hand rip, which we want to do in the draw phase. And Regina's not really summoning anything of merit because we already tributed the Fortuna. So we probably don't even... Do we want to summon off of Tinia? Or not off of Tinia, off of Regina. I think we do. We want to summon Regina in the middle, summon the Power Patron, activate Tinia, move Tinia to the middle, Tinia rip a card from hand, Power Patron, activate to target the Tinia, and then synchro with the Regina to make Strelitzia, and then Strelitzia just kind of sits there. We don't want to use it because we already have all the elf notes on the field, and we want to wait until we fused with Albaz anyways. But yeah, that's a really awkward play to have to make, but now that we kind of know it, if we just have Regina and White Dragon, like, it does make a serviceable field with, like, 1 negate, like, 4 interactions, which is pretty good. This is not so great. I would say this is a fairly weak hand, and we're playing against Malice. I'm guessing... Oh. I was gonna say they already have backup at Ignister. But they just had Druid's Worm. I still don't know how to navigate the Malice field, honestly. Does he not know how to make the Malice field? I don't know which trap does what, either. From your deck. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. You just draw a card for summoning this? Yes. That's so weird. If you click on a card in the like things that happened over here, it doesn't show what effects have been used. It's only if you click on the card on the field that it does. Okay, there's backup at Ignister. So, like, unfortunately, we can't really just go straight for a Black Rose play. That's kind of what I would want to do. I think we're just doomed. I think without any hand traps, it's going to be really tough. Did they add that white rabbit, or did they just already have that? I think they just already had that. Okay, so this just special summons something. What does this do if it's pointed to? Can't be destroyed by card effects. That's a pretty bad draw. I don't think we could deal with this hand, right? This hand is pretty weak. They just probably have, like, enough removal sitting here in the back, and if they bring back Heart Scripter, that can remove Albaz when he tries to fusion with something. And it tributes his cost, so I can't even, like, destroy that in response. I really don't know what to do. I think we just do this immediately. Is Rindrum only your opponent's turn? Yes. I could shuffle some stuff back. Like shuffle the Heart Scripter. Oh wait, I keep forgetting that the shuffle effect is because it's the other card that spins a card. I need to remember that. That was a mistake. I think we just don't have enough cards. Ooh, they have a trap card in here too. Yep. That's rough. We can still just summon him, but... Oh, we can do this now. And we're like locked into 8s now, so we can't even make SP or anything. That's unfortunate. I feel like we just got really unlucky to draw all 3 Albazes. Like, we didn't have a single Elfnote play besides normal summon Medius, right? And we had 0 hand traps. That didn't help the situation. Do we imperm him, or do we bell him? Thinking maybe we save Bell for our turn? I think this was maybe a mistake. I could have saved Imperm for, like, Quem. Oh, this doesn't even summon from the graveyard. This does, though. We can bell this. Okay, so he gets this, which could go into an Albaz, and Fallen in the Virtuous. That's interesting. He might pop this immediately, but that would not be great for him. I guess he could summon Quem off of this still, because he can bring back a white dragon, and there's nothing really I could do to stop that. Cartesia. What do we know he has in hand? Just Ecclesia? Draco Tail. Good thing we stopped the Dark Dragon, because they would have had Draco Tail stuff set up for now. Okay, so he is spinning back the Lucina. But then, is all we have to deal with a mystery card in hand in the Fallen and the Virtuous? Oh, should I have tributed the Lucina? No, because it's just coming back to hand. So it is a little bit difficult because the Fallen and the Virtuous pins down the Tinia. I think we gotta hope he doesn't have an Ash, preferably. I kind of hope he targets Regina, but that would obviously be a mistake. No reason to activate here. Alright, how exactly do we want to do this? Do we want to make Baron first? We know he has Albaz and Frixel in hand, plus a mystery card. He does have Ash as well. I think we just lose. Wow. That's tough. The Ash was slightly too much. Because we didn't have a normal summon. If we still had a normal summon, we're actually not dead there. Because we could just tribute off Fortuna, summon back Lucina, Lucina search Power Patron. But we didn't have a normal summon. Yeah, that took him having a very perfect hand and us getting a little bit unlucky there. Like, he had to have the Ecclesia in hand, otherwise he makes no play on his turn at all. And we again just have no play, huh? That feels kind of bad. Oh, wait, I could have gone Ecclesia, made Dragon, right? Should I imperm this? I don't know why I wasn't thinking of just go Dark Dragon with Ecclesia. How much would that have gotten us, though? It's not that much, right? I think we just imperm the Regina. If we had made the Dark Dragon, we wouldn't have been able to Fua here. Ooh, he just had everything. We're just getting so unlucky, huh? We got 0 plays the one game we get to go first. And he has everything to counter anything we have. He must have another Elfnote, right? But because we have double imperm, I think we might as well do this. Well, I guess you would always just not summon it in the middle no matter what. Ooh, if he has nothing to put here, then Lucina's not even activatable? That would be pretty bad for him. Alright, let's special summon Ecclesia before she's not special summonable anymore. Your opponent needs to control more monsters for that. Should I go ahead and make Dark Dragon play first? We're still not in a great spot, right? Because if this is falling in the Virtuous, it can kind of stop whatever we want to do. Okay, he had another Ash. And Maxi. I mean, we'd be fine if I didn't think that this was like falling in the Virtuous, right? Wait, he does it. Ooh. He gets to bounce a card now. I think we're just dead. Oh, wait, what? I'm just kind of hoping he doesn't react fast enough. Does he not have a monster in hand, or what's he doing? We don't have a Tinia, so we gotta go Dark Dragon. Obviously, he can't bounce Dark Dragon. I already normal summoned. That's an issue. Now he's drolling. Ooh. That's really bad because we just searched Lucina, right? At least he doesn't get to draw off Maxi anymore. Do I save this for next turn? Ooh, it's the bell. This is highly unfortunate. But we've gotten through his entire hand. I don't want to make SP here, so... I guess we're just going combat. The thing that's activatable is the trap card. I don't know why he didn't use it. Hey, I'm doing alright. How are you? I think we just wait. What's scarier? He doesn't have access to the power patron yet. I don't know what to set Imperm on, right? I guess it's this. Even though if he draws a monster, I think he has full play anyways. So there's not that much I can do about it. I can't get the Lucina out of the middle to then use her effect, right? So I'm just trying to, like, match his Ecclesia activation, if possible, which I think he's letting me do. I want to be in attack just so I can't get attacked over by the Albaz that I might have to negate with Imperm. Cross out. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I don't know, he's in such a good spot. Because all he has to do is tribute, right? Because he could do this first, and then I have nothing that I can Imperm. The duels today are not going particularly good. And I can't... I guess I can Imperm this, right? But I'm still, like, so far behind once he does that. Because he could just use the trap. He hasn't normal summoned. I'm just dead, like... This is highly unfortunate. We're just having, like, terrible, terrible duels today. Yeah. Like, I literally had no plays turn 1, and then I got Max Seed, Ashed, Ash, Drolled, Belled, and Cross-outed. Like, it's just kind of, what are you supposed to do when the game is that unfair, right? I can't play through that. That's unlucky. Other than that, we've gone second every single duel, so... Okay, we have 0 plays again. But at least we have hand traps. I don't know why, like, all the dead cards are the ones that are always in hand, right? The trap card. The power patron. I guess those are kind of the only dead cards. Could I stop this? I think I allow it. We should probably ash that. Oh, he just had it in hand. Oh, we gotta stop that. We don't want him to have a Baron. Yeah, I mean, I guess the Imperm is just not working at all. We're just running into decks that have perfect hands against Imperm. So you kind of can't do anything about it. And they get to go first every single game, so there's that. It's not helping either. I guess I just gotta use all my hand traps, like bell this. Like, we just lose because I have no play on my turn. I'm just gonna draw a dead card or it's gonna get ripped by Tinea. Yeah, we're just dead. We can't play through that no matter what. It's just so unlucky, man. Maybe Imperm is just useless. It's just not doing anything. But it doesn't help that we just keep drawing dead hands. And we've gone second. 5 out of 7 duels. That's not helping either. Oh, we actually have a hand trap for once. That's crazy. Who would have guessed? But we have a dead hand other than that. As usual. Oh, the Aldaz, of course, the other dead card in this deck. And now we're getting floodgated. Maybe the branded version of this deck is just too bad. Like, the amount of times I just draw dead cards is insane. But I guess Fiendsmith, like, shouldn't be any better. Oh my gosh, of course it's this. How do you work again? Of course, it's 3. It should be 1. Like, why are we cheating so much? It should say 1, and if it's not a monster, your turn automatically ends and you lose the duel. I mean, this is just like one of those unlucky things, right? We finally get a hand trap, and we run into a deck that's completely immune to the hand trap. Not even a single effect from that hand trap. Oh, but then we draw Max C, because of course. We can't even do that. But, like, I can't play, right? Because he gets to negate my Medius effect. And then I have no cards left because I drew a completely dead hand. We did actually get him to allow that, but, like, it doesn't matter. Maybe it does. As long as I don't activate Albaz here. But if he then just has Ash in hand as well, then I just lose. Oh, you can activate cards from your hand. Okay, well, then he can just negate Albaz. So fun. I wish we could go, like, first once. The game has just become impossible lately, huh? We never go first, ever. There's just another 5 in a row going second. We go first one game and don't have a single playable card. And we have no hand traps. Why did I put 15 hand traps in here? You would only dump that if you had a perfect hand, right? No? You're just stupid? Okay, well, apparently we just fought someone who's just literally mentally retarded. But, like, seriously, why does our deck never reflect the ratios of what we've put into it? Also, it seems like the imperms must be completely worthless, right? But the only deck that we've played against with imperm was Elfnote. Every time we've had imperm, it's been against Elfnote. Okay, I guess I just need to negate the Tinia. I don't like this play, but every other time it, like, gets out of hand. I think they have a perfect hand to play around it, though, so it doesn't really matter. And we have another dead card in hand, as usual. 2 dead cards, actually. Ah. Yeah, we can't play past that. Like, I don't understand. These decks are horrible if you ever have to go second. Like, the only reason to have Tinia in this deck is to bait something, right? But it makes you so much worse going second that it's, like, kind of laughable. We just lose from there. It doesn't matter. Like, I would play these duels out if I had a legitimate hand there, but I didn't, right? I have 2 dead cards. We got another dead card in hand. I guess I just gotta do this and hope, but I've never resolved a Fua, so yeah. Well, we actually resolved Fua, but they're still just gonna make double Liger Dancer and then win, because our hand is terrible. I don't have any hand traps, so I can't play. Do we even have anything that outs Liger Dancer? I don't think this deck can actually out a Liger Dancer without Titaniclad. Oh, I guess we have this guy. And they also have Nibiru. Is the Liger Dancer unaffected by your own Nibiru? Yes, yes it is. They also have a spell negate. Oh, we actually drew a card that's playable. Again, this deck is half hand traps, and it took us that long to draw a single usable card. And one Lunalite fusion monster from your graveyard. You don't have any of those. I assume I want to negate this. I'm always getting unlucky. Last time we were fine, but that was in the World Championship qualifier where we were playing against people who literally don't even know how their decks work. Oh boy, here we go. I mean, this is stupid because all he has to do is wait, right? As long as he waits. So what we have to do is we have to set up a Chaos Angel first and then set up Crystal Clearwing. Oh, but if he gets to make 2 here, which I think he gets to make 2, then I think we just lose. I didn't realize he would just search 5 all of a sudden. Well, maybe. They still can't out a Chaos Angel, right? Like, if the Chaos Angel gets onto the field, they can't out it. But he's also got Nibiru. And a spell negate. That's amazing. We didn't draw in any hand traps. Huh? That's crazy. Alright, let's start by getting this Little Knight out of the way. Okay, Little Knight's dealt with. Let's do this. I think we can let him draw that. Let's go ahead and use this Medius effect. Do I return the Power Patron, or do I return one of you? I feel like I'm gonna wanna... I either want to normal... Like, I want to normal summon all 3 of these, right? That kind of sucks. I have a feeling that he's gonna instantly wipe Fortuna if he sees it. Do I need to be summoning in defense? Yeah, I should have returned the Power Patron, I think. He didn't use anything there? I don't even know if he knows what I'm trying to do or not. I think he's just waiting for Fortuna, which means I can't really play. Hmm. I have a feeling the second Fortuna hits the board, he's just gonna wipe it. Maybe not? Please don't realize what's happening here. Right, I forgot about Nibiru. There was no way I could get around the... I forgot about that. Dang it. I could've... If he didn't activate Liger right there, I win the game. That's crazy. But I couldn't play around the Nibiru as well. That's so stupid. Like, if I don't go first 30 games in a row, it does not make up for how many times I've gone second. Like... Oh, I have an unplayable hand going first. Big surprise there. That's only happened every game I've gone first. I'm gonna fill up my water. Alright, what are we doing here? We're playing against Exo Sister. Like, I don't understand. This deck is not inconsistent. It literally just does not make sense that this keeps happening. Let's bait with a Fua. Is he not doing anything? Bait with another Fua. And then Maxi. Should we bell this? I mean, I don't care if I banish one of those and you summon two. Sure, why not? I draw 6 off of that. Oh, okay. Well, now I lose. Okay. That's so unlucky. Are you kidding me? Both of those are triggerable in that same window there? Oh my god. Like, game's just over. I guess I had to bell. That's unfortunate. How could I have known, right? No one plays Droll, so it's literally impossible for him to have had it in hand. It's really just laughable, right? They let me go first once. I had a completely unplayable hand, couldn't play a single card. And then I'm back to just going second over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Can't wait for this to be a deck that's completely immune to Perulia. Alright, what do we do here? Do we bait out Bell? Maybe we could figure out what they're playing based off of this. Okay, we have to call by that. He probably has Bell. Oh, he has Fuo. Alright, well. We gotta go for the win, right? Okay, he still had imperm. Do I just not give him anything, or do I go for the win? Problem is, I can't tribute the Medius, right? If I give him 2 draws, I can win, right? Okay. Yeah, I kind of do feel like there's a lot of garnets in Branded. I mean, this deck obviously is not running as many, but you still have the Albaz. But like with Branded, you're probably running Kit, the new Kit. You're probably running Golden Sword Soul. A lot of those things are just like garnets, like Branded Retribution. If you see that in your hand, it's just a dead card. Like, yeah, Branded's ceiling is super, super high. But they run so many dead cards. So we'll see what they have. We might Regina in the end phase, depending on what we're playing here. Sky Striker. I think I imperm the 0. And then Ash the 0's effect on my turn. This is a game where imperm's seeming pretty good. Unless he has another linkage. Ooh, he's popping. So, since that's the case, I'm gonna have to Ash the engage, right? And just hope he doesn't have Called By in hand. And hope he doesn't have another engage. Okay, so something was activatable there. Okay, I'm gonna do something weird. We're gonna go Regina, Regina. We're gonna summon here. Because he's obviously gonna have Fallen in the Virtuous, so I want to make sure that the card he wants to pop is in the middle. So I'm going to make sure that that card is Lucina. And I'm going to move her to the middle. Now, the problem that we have, though, is we could potentially just have nothing left. Do I just want a Regina again? He has MST. Alrighty, that sucks. I think we lose off of that. He has one card that he kept in hand this whole time. Well, that's useless. This is already activatable. Tells me that it's probably fallen in the Virtuous. I mean, potentially, like, if I had a Regina in hand, this would be lethal, right? I don't know, was it a mistake to drop with Regina? With Regina there? Oh my goodness. I'm assuming that he has something that can stop this. I think I have to Ash that. Like, I think he would have linkaged last turn if he had it, right? And there, he would have played this if he had it as well. I think both of those he would have used them last turn if he had them. Okay, this has got to be like an Ash or a Fua, right? Probably an Ash would be more likely. It sends it back to deck, though. Oh my god. Okay, there's Lucina, but if this is really falling in the Virtuous, then Lucina's gotta get blown up before it can search. Yep. I mean, this is just a rough game, right? I might win. Again, keep in mind, I had to go second here. He's used all Fallen in the Virtuous, though. What the heck are we doing? I think I have to just activate both of them. Because they're dead anyways, right? Now he has to choose if he makes anything, I get a draw too. And I assume that whatever this card is probably not activatable without him putting something into the extra monster zone. Okay, well this doesn't do anything. So I guess we lose. Like, this card is useless. Oh my gosh. Just too many dead draws in a row. Literally 4 dead draws in a row. I guess if I hadn't used the second Fua, but, like, I needed something to stop him from winning right there. Yeah, because otherwise he just wins. There's nothing I can do about it. I don't know, maybe I just stop at the 1 Fua, but... Like, how could I have known I was going to draw that dead card, right? And that he was just going to draw perfectly up until then. Kind of ridiculous. And I had to go second, obviously. Again, unfair that we went second 5 times in a row before that. And then had to go second again. Guess we're just playing against Max C again. Because I've never been able to negate a Max C. And now all these cards are dead. What do I do here? Like, that's the other thing. Every time I get to go first, they have Max C. I've gone first 3 times today, or 4 times. 2 of the times I had completely unplayable dead hands. 2 of the times they had Max C. That's it. Every other game I've gone second. We've gone second, like, 15 games. Went first 4 of them, and they were complete garbage, unplayable games. I'm just leaving. This is stupid. Like, how am I supposed to climb if I never get to go first and I never have a reasonable hand? I do not understand. This deck is amazing compared to these people's decks. And they don't even know how to play their decks. They just always get to go first and they always have a perfect hand. Like, that Sky Striker player literally only had a chance because I drew 4 dead cards in a row. And then I finally get to go first and we just have a non-duel. I actually had, like, a legitimate hand there. And we went first. Now it's time to go back to going second every single game. So we've gone first 5 times. 1 of them was an insta-win. 2 of them were against Max C. And 2 of them were dead hands. Now watch, I bet my Maxi won't be activatable. Oh, cool. Alright, we're gonna Fua early. And then we get to Maxi, hopefully. Alright, we actually got Maxi through. But we had to Fua early, right? He had the perfect hand once again. It always gives him the perfect hand. The real question is, do I allow this or no? Like, he's gonna get Baron. So maybe I negate the Power Patron? Because, like, if I negate the Regina, then Tinia's just gonna come out. And Tinia's gonna get to Baron anyways. So now we have Ashe for the Welcome Home. Which it would have been nice to have Ashe a second ago for the Regina. Now, unfortunately, if he makes Crystal immediately, then he can negate Ashe. But he might just be DCing. I think he just Alt F forward. No? What is he thinking about? But he does have to give us 3 draws to make Crystal before summoning Tinia, right? He put Strelitzia in the middle. Okay, he did this out of order as well. But I don't think I want to negate the Power Patron. Because he already has, like, everything. I mean, do I just allow this? Probably not, because that could be, like, potentially full Fiendsmith combo or something. I don't really know what chaining this accomplishes, but sure. Should I have waited for the Welcome Home? I just don't think he's going to go for the Welcome Home, right? Because he has to give me a draw off Tinia, give me a draw off the Welcome Home. And he's going for Dark Dragon. Now, is he also going for Chaos Angel? That would be a bit of an issue. I currently don't have a way to deal with Chaos Angel. Yes, he is. How do I deal with the Chaos Angel? I can't. We know he has Regina in hand. I think that's all that we know. Oh, we know he has Tinia and Regina. We don't know what this card is. Could be Fallen in the Virtuous. How many tuners does he have in here? I guess it's very unlikely that we would be able to make RS this turn, huh? I do have a way to get to Fallen in the Virtuous, but it would be in the end phase. I think we just go Baron first. I guess I could have attributed this. What are we going for? Thinking I have to drop the Realize. Because I kind of need everything else. Why is it not activatable? What? What am I missing? I'm so confused. What? Oh, all their monsters are unaffected. Right. Right. That's an issue. I see now. I guess there's no point to Ash then, because it won't work. But we can Ash this. Because this is not a Synchro monster. What does he still... Oh, he still has Regina. And Strelitzia. That's a big problem. I really needed that. He doesn't have Fortuna, right? Yeah, no, he can't get Fortuna. I don't know why he's doing this. This doesn't do anything. He could have maybe gotten Lucina, but that's not how you do that. Oh. Wait, no, he can't. That doesn't work. Oh, he's out of there. We were going to be fine because we could then negate the Chaos Angel with the trap card to blow it up with Baron. So I think we were good. Alright, we're going to play one more, I guess, but like, I don't know, just another day of wasted time, it feels like. I just went second way too many times. And we went second again. I can't climb like this. Is every single day that we go second almost every single match, and it's not even close. Like, at least if it was, like, somewhat close, but you can't even, like, start to argue that this is slightly close. And once again, we have 2 dead cards in hand. And if he also has the counter to Ua, then I guess it's just over. Well, he has a pretty good counter to it. Oh, he just has everything. Yeah, like, I could beat this guy if I didn't have 2 dead cards in hand, right? But every single game, there's 4 dead cards in my deck, and every single game I have at least 2 of them in hand. Like, do I even bother staying? I have called by, but he has full combo, so it doesn't even matter. There's no reason to even try and play this duel out. I just didn't have any hand traps, so I don't know what you want me to do. You had a perfect hand, I had no hand traps. And we have this dead hand again that we see every single time, right? No plays with Regina. We have to, I mean, we could do the same thing we always do, but like, it's so annoying to see this every single time. Okay, at least that gets rid of Ash. We don't get Dark Dragon, though, so our trap card is completely dead now. And we're still locked to 8s. But at least we have Max C. Summon in defense. I should still tribute the Regina, right? But, like, the trap card doesn't really do anything for me now. At least we still have some interactions. Alright, that's pretty bad to see. They get full Mitsurugi combo for free because I have no hand traps. Okay. Cool stuff. Do I just immediately try and hit the Habakiri? Like, they have 7 cards in hand. Well, let's hope we hit whatever he wants to summon, huh? Oh, he hit Habakiri. But it's still resolving, so I guess that was not what he was trying to summon. Oh, he just had 2 of them in his hand. I thought Habakiri was limited to 1. Is that not the case? It's limited to 2? What do I want to have survive? I guess I don't want to activate anything here. I still haven't drawn into any usable cards yet, so that's going to be a little bit problematic. So the Tinea will live. You didn't summon the Havakiri, huh? Okay, good thing is we can negate this guy. Oh, this guy just gets to special summon himself for free again? So fun. Do I just pop this guy right now? What happened to the quick play? Where did it go? It just already got added back? Is this activated? No, not this one. If I try and pop this, it doesn't work. Oh well, let's do it anyways. Can this summon from the hand? No, it cannot. Can we live here? We need like Regina to be able to for sure live. I still haven't drawn a single card that's activatable against him, by the way. This deck is half hand traps. Not a single activatable card yet. And this is the second time this has happened, where we've drawn like 8 and haven't drawn a single hand trap. I think we have to stop that, right? Otherwise he's got lethal. I still haven't drawn Regina either. Like, Regina could save me as well. Like, we still have 2 Reginas in this deck, right? 3 Ashe, 2 Regina, 3 Bell. Or is it only 2 Bell now? Okay, well, that's going to cause a big problem. We finally drew a hand trap, but... Although Tinia can't get popped, I don't know if he remembers that part. Although this is lethal now. Yeah, it's lethal if he just attacks like this. That's so ridiculous. Like, how is this even playable at this point? Like, it's just so unfair. It's ridiculous. How did I have 0 plays again? The 4th duel where I've gone first and had not a single play to make. Alright, this is the last one for sure. Okay, we're going second again. We got to go first once after going second 4 times in a row. And we get a completely dead hand. And then we go back to going second. And we have 0 hand traps. I'm probably just going to surrender this. We have two dead cards and 0 hand traps. Probably just going to surrender and try a different one. Yeah, we're not playing this. Like, if I didn't have 2 dead cards, I would play it, right? But I've had 2 dead cards every single game, no matter what. And there's only 4 dead cards in the deck. And we're going second again. Like, what's the going second ratio today? Like, I thought 75% losing coin flips was high, but today it might be 80. Might be 80% of games that we've lost the coin flip. And we usually have 75% that we lose the coin flip. Again, dead card, right? I guess I just Ashe this and then lose the game. Yeah, he just had everything. And it was even Urgula, so it's even better than it should have been. But, I mean, like, it would have been even better for him if I let that Branded Fusion through, so... I'm just dead again, like, I can't even play. But, like, it doesn't even matter if I play a different version of the deck. No one goes second 80% of games. Right? Like, anyone who has to go second this much can't possibly climb when going first has a 63% win rate. And, like, the problem with Fiendsmith is Fiendsmith has just as many dead cards as Albaz. Fiendsmith has Lurie, and it has, Lacrima. But you'd think that, like, running 4 dead cards is not the end of the world. Like, you shouldn't draw them every single game in 100% of games and go second 85% of games. That's not reasonable to expect that to ever happen. Because it's not physically possible. And this is Fallen in the Virtuous, so we can't play through all that. And now we draw a hand trap. Like, the problem is the reason I'm losing has 0% to do with the deck that I'm playing and 0% to do with how I'm playing. It has 100% to do with going second every single game, no matter what, and always having our dead cards in hand. Which every deck has a few dead cards in there. There's no deck that doesn't. Yeah, he just top-decked Fallen in the Virtuous, plus triple full combo. So the game was never playable from the start. And I can't return Madness, so I literally can't win this duel. It's impossible. Because I need the bell to negate something, and I can't, so I have to return Albaz, and so I lose. Like, it's just ridiculous. It doesn't even make, it's not physically possible to go second this much. It can't happen. I think I might just stop playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Altogether. Like, this is ridiculous. If the game is literally just gonna cheat to make it unplayable for me, then I probably just shouldn't play the game. Because this is not physically possible. It defies all laws of statistics. Alright, I guess in the end phase, I gotta... What the heck? Why would you summon this? Are you stupid? Do I just return the Quem back to hand? But then if this is Fallen in the Virtuous, then I just lose. But I think I just lose either way if it's Fallen in the Virtuous. So I think I have to try and return it back to hand. So he's just not activating this? Are you for real? And then he gets a second... Yeah, he was just not... He was not going to activate Dogma at all. He literally let it go by without activating. That's ridiculous. And now he gets to pop both of mine. And there was nothing I could do about it. Like, is this guy the best player in the world? Who does that? It literally doesn't even make sense to do that because he has no clue what deck I'm playing. But now he has 2 set Fallen to the Virtuous. And I drew a dead card. Like, the game's just over. Just like that, game's over. Can't play. And we just demoted another rank. I just want to, like, win one duel. Like, come on, man. Like, you can't tell me that just randomly in Diamond 4 I ran into the best player in the world. Like, I literally waited for it to say the turn is ending. So that means he's passed on every activation. And he was literally going to let the turn go by without Dogma being activated. Oh, cool. Guess I should have Perulia'd. Not like anything matters. Because I go second every single match. Like, what are the odds you have full Fiendsmith combo, full Kashtira combo, and full Tier combo in your hand to start? What are the odds of that? And you got to go first! It's just complete horseshit every game! And there's nothing I can do about this Fenrir now. Like, this is so stupid. My hand is completely dead against the Fenrir. Like, that sucks, but... maybe I could get through. It all depends on this, but that's probably imperm, right? Even though tier limits wouldn't even play imperm, it's probably imperm. Oh, it was falling in the virtuous. Unlucky. So now if he has any hand trap at all, I automatically lose. Well, I guess I have called by, but... Can I really win the game with a called by? Let's find out. He doesn't seem to have max C, so do I just tribute the Ash? No, I can't afford to tribute the Ash right now. We might actually win this duel, huh? We have to go this. We still have Regina effect. I can't even tribute this random Ash. This is so annoying. I can't tribute the Ash. I mean, I just have lethal with this, though, huh? Just do that. I guess I could just tribute this, huh? Does this negate forever? No, it's until the end of the turn. Oh boy. Well, we won going second. Which is crazy because he, like, severely misplayed, right? He could have still summoned the... He could have still summoned the tier cache without triggering Fua, so it didn't make any sense not to summon the tier cache, just to make sure that Scream was actually live. Now, granted, I would have Perulia'd in response to that, but he didn't know I had Perulia, right? So he literally just misplayed, and that's the only reason we had a chance there. I don't know, I am just like... I'm over it. This is no fun anymore. I don't want to go second this much. I just can't climb. Like, we're back to Diamond 5. I don't even know how this is possible. We're not even playing badly. It's just like every single game I have 0 hand traps in my 15 hand trap deck. How many do we got? 4, 6, 8, 11, 14. And that's not counting Called By or The Fallen and the Virtuous is. Like, come on. It's just a little bit ridiculous at this point. We draw no hand traps ever. At the first few games, like, we would only draw Imperms against decks that are immune to Imperm. We would only draw Perulia against decks that are immune to Perulia. Only draw Fua against decks that are immune to Fua. Like, I don't know what to do anymore. I think I just don't want to play this game anymore. I can't take it. We got... And the only time we did okay was last time when we played the World Championship Qualifier Series. And who cares about that? We were playing against literal idiots the whole time. Who didn't even, like, play their cards correctly a single game. And it was just free wins. But like this, all they have to do is click the yellow buttons and they win because I will have an unplayable hand every single match. I don't know, maybe Imperm's not even good, but you can't tell me that I lost only because I ran 3 Imperm, right? That's completely unreasonable. I do think that playing only 2 of this is correct. But so what else would we do? Because I liked the Bestial. But again, I don't think Magnamut would have changed any of those games where we had Imperm, right? And then what else? We took out 1 Bell. And then the one of card that I do like to run sometimes is that. So like maybe I would run this instead. And what did we change from the last list? Just literally took out 1 of these. What other options are there? I only have 1 Ogre. Would I run Ogre? Like, why did I craft the second Perulia? It seems to do nothing against any deck in the game. Apparently, even though everyone always has Perulia against me when I don't want them to have it. But I guess I'm just running a deck that's super weak to Perulia. But like every deck is weak to Perulia. I don't understand. I only play against the decks that are immune to Perulia when I have Perulia. I don't know. Is this any good? Who knows? Maybe we'll try Ogre. But I only have 1 Ogre, so we don't even get to see like how good Ogre is. The extra deck didn't matter. We didn't summon Diabel a single time today. Did not summon it once. Granted, we only went first, like, 5 times total. So, that's a little bit rough. I don't know. I give up for today. Maybe I should give up in general. I just don't know what to do anymore. It's just not fun going second every single game. And if they're not going to fix the game and make it playable going second, then I guess maybe I just stop playing. Like, that just seems to be what I have to do.